Good evening, Swirly Nation. We are coming to you live once again from Columbus, Ohio, as your 2011 Pens Elite team takes on for the second time today the 2011 Ohio Blue Jackets. Good evening, everyone. This is the Commodore once again, all by my lonesome in the city oven, missing my friend Jeremy as he does his play-by-play duties with the 2010s this weekend in Buffalo, New York. Penguins coming off an impressive 9-0 win this morning. And I can tell you, just talking to some of the parents in the lobby, this Blue Jackets team is going to be coming out with some ferocious effort as they look to even the score with the Penguins here this evening. Again, Ohio coming into this game ranked 11th in the country. Your Pens ranked 3rd in the country. And this promises to be a spirited matchup. I think that if the score starts to get lopsided once again, I would imagine you're going to start to see maybe some physical play. Let's just say that. As the puck's about to drop, we'll run through the customary Jeremy Evans starting lineups. In goal for the Penguins, number 1, the squish tender. On D, David Chappell, Dom Caruso, and up front, some new forward lines. Jimmy Halliday, left wing, Owen Golmack on right wing, and at center, number 90, Jack Carlson. The puck drops, and we are underway here. Puck played into the Penguin zone. That's going to go for an offsides here. And it should be interesting to see what these lines do here. As Coach Verbeek keeping things interesting, shaking things up. And we're going to see this first unit, Carlson, Golmack, and Halliday up front. We'll see with the other lines how they shake out. Face off won by Carlson. It goes back D to D. Russo looks up, and Golmack attempts to get it in deep. Now it's going to come back to Caruso, and now Carlson's going to dump it in and get in on the forecheck. Carlson rims it in behind the net. And of course, there's the OG on that forecheck. Owen Golmack hounding that puck. And here comes Denny, the talented forward for the Blue Jackets. Denny up to Baxendale. Baxendale cuts in on goal. Puck goes just wide. And that puck's going to go all the way back into their own zone, and the Penguins are going to get some fresh bodies onto the ice. Now for the Penguins, you're going to see Pearsall, Flume, and Schweitzer. The forward unit, Foster, and once again, Bros back on deep. Puck played deep into the Columbus zone. City Columbus looking to break the puck out. 3-on-3 there. And now here comes Flume up the Schweitzer. They're going to try to poke that puck out, but Columbus is going to be able to keep it in. Rocco Edmonds with a fancy toe drag to the middle. Oh, and now it's going to be Rowan Bros who goes hard into the boards. Rowan Bros goes in hard, and they're going to call a penalty, a body checking penalty here on the Blue Jackets. And if you're a Columbus fan, I wouldn't want to be starting this game shorthanded. And sure enough, it's going to be McGrain, number 13 for Columbus. I remember calling his name a number of times earlier today. He's going to go to the box for 90 seconds. It's a body checking call. And all the Penguins are going to go right to the power play. Pearsall, Flume, and Schweitzer up front. Track and Pelly on the back end. Puck play back. It's going to be Pearsall. Back to Track. Track looks to wrist it on net. Rebound. Flume's going to take control behind the net. Back to Pelly. Pelly over to Track. Track looking. He's going to find Pearsall. Pearsall looks to throw it on net. Schweitzer gets a stick on it. Not able to play it. Now the Blue Jackets are going to try to take it, clear it. The Track right there on the puck keeps it in. Pearsall tries to keep it in as well, but the Blue Jackets are going to get a clear, and that's going to go for an ice. With these revamped lines, now you're going to see Brenneman centering Lucas Jones and Tyler Bullis. Tyler Bullis taking some shifts at defense this game. This morning, Tyler Bullis back to his customary forward position here for this evening's affair. Zach Brenneman gets control of the puck behind the net. He's going to play catch with Tyler Bullis. Bullis now throws it over to Jones. Jones up to the point to Pelly. Always a good decision. That puck's going to get turned over, and Baxendale's going to get the puck out of the zone. Pelly now taking the puck back behind his own net. We'll see if the Penguins set up that power play breakout that they've been working on in practice. Jones is going to carry it up. I'm guessing he's going to drop it, and he does. Pelly looks for the lead pass up to Brenneman. Brenneman with speed. Taken down hard, and they're going to call that. Ohio going to be shorthanded by 2 men here for 18 seconds. Eastern Reichert goes to the box. I'll be honest, I thought that was a little bit of not a soft call, but with the Penguins being up already with the man advantage, I didn't think they'd call that again. But now it's going to be the Carlson unit, Carlson, Golmack, and Halliday. Go to the work on the 2-man advantage here with Chappell and Caruso on the back end. Puck played back to Caruso. Now to Chappell. Chappell up 5-on-3. That puck gets blocked. Falls down, and now you're going to see Columbus with the puck. But Chappell gets the puck back, and he's just going to throw it on net. Up 5-on-3. Penguins no doubt looking to get some zone time here, trying to set it up. And now we're going to see fresh bodies on the back end. Bros and Foster now. But we got Carlson, Golmack, and Halliday up front. Sorry for the weird camera angle, folks. This rink is not the best. We have a little visitor in our camera shot here. Foster at the point. First penalty's over. Foster throws it on net. Goes wide. I don't think the goalie saw it. Now here comes Halliday. Back to Carlson. Carlson sets up the power play now. Looks to throw it in front. Gets the puck back. Penguins keep possession. Now it's going to be Carlson. Looks D-to-D. Foster keeps that puck in. Some of the fans didn't like the call, but I think it was in, so we play on. Halliday now cycles with it behind the net, drops for Carlson, but Bros goes down to his knees. Bros with a great play to keep that puck in. Now the Penguins have numbers. Halliday drops it over to Golmack. And the Penguins are now. The Penguins are going to take a call here. It's going to be Bros. They're calling a retaliation roughing penalty on Bros. One of the Blue Jackets players kind of bounced into him. And Bros didn't like it. The Brodozer. So he's going to go to the box. We're going to play 4-on-4 here for 28 seconds. And the Penguins are going to have a minute to kill off here. Pearsall and Flume up front. Pelly and track on the back end. Going to be lots of ice here on the 4-on-4. Uh-oh. Here comes Pearsall in. Pearsall with speed. Cuts it on goal. And that puck going to go just wide. Working on some technical difficulties here, folks. Sounds like the camera quality is not great here. We'll keep an eye on it. This is what happens when we don't have Jeremy Evans. Let's try to zoom out. The feed looks very blurry. I don't know why it looks blurry. Folks, I'm not sure why the feed is so blurry. We're working on it. All right, folks, we're going to experiment with a little internet change here. If we lose you, we'll do a new stream. You can jump right back on here. All right, folks, look like the feed is clear now. Our IT department got to work there. Much better. Here we go. Penguins back on the power play. Chappie's going to throw it on net. Puck's going to come back to center. And now we're going to get another whistle. I guess not. All right, folks, we're back. Puck's going to come to Carlson in the neutral zone. Carlson's going to reload. Few crossovers. He can now take the puck into the offensive zone by himself while his line mates change. Carlson bodied into the corner, cuts back. Quick play there. And now Penguins up on a 5-on-4. Oh, Foster shoots the puck on net. That's going to be Halliday. Halliday buries the rebound. And the Penguins are going to jump up to a 1-0 lead. Those penalties coming back to haunt the Blue Jackets. They took 2 penalties quickly there. The Penguins scoring on the 5-on-4. It was Foster throwing it on net. Golmack getting to the rebound, throwing it in front. Halliday able to bury the garbage, giving the Penguins a big 1-0 lead. Carlson wins the faceoff yet again. Back to Foster. Foster up the Rose. Now the OG is going to go to work with Golmack. Golmack along the boards. They regroups back to Foster. Rodos is going to bounce it up, and now it's going to be Foster coming in, and Halliday goes in on the forecheck here. Halliday, Carlson comes away with it. Carlson skates back, looking, cycles back down low to Halliday. Halliday looking for Golnack. Had him, but puck bounced off the stick. Now it's going to be Rocco Edmonds, number 5 for Columbus, getting the puck back to center red. Now the Penguins bring it in. Halliday looking for goal number 2. Halliday ripping it. Save made. Penguins go crashing to the net. Nice play there by Halliday to rip that puck in. Caught the goalie up high. And the Penguins with another quality scoring chance. This Carlson unit is buzzing here in the first period. All right, we're back up front with Flume, Pearsall, and Schweitzer, Pelly, Caruso on the Pelly and Tracky on the back end. Faceoff's going to be controlled by Ohio. Penguins trying to get it back, and they do. Pearsall attempts to dangle around the defender, loses the puck. Now it's going to come back to center ice. Baxendale with the puck coming into the Penguin zone. Baxendale takes the puck wide off the skate of Pelly and played into the near corner. Puck worked on down low. It's going to be Flume. Flume plays the puck up. Pearsall's going to get it, and he's going to be off to the races here. Now Flume gets it at center ice. Flume reaching for that puck, can't get it. Now it's going to be Denny, number 8, the talented player for the Blue Jackets, comes up. And it's going to be Pearsall over to Flume. Puck bouncing. And just behind the large Penguins winger. Here comes Jones. Jones going to come up the ice. Jones gets the corner with speed. Winds up with a slap shot and rings one off the post. Oh, what a shot by Jones. That patented slap shot rings it off the far post. And the Penguins are going to play the puck back to center ice. Now the Blue Jackets are going to send it in deep. Puck's going to go in behind the squish tender. Played up to Bolus, now Brenneman. Brenneman hit hard into the boards. No penalty called. The crowd liking the physical play. Caruso, nice feed up to Brenneman. Brenneman taken down hard on that play there. Now it's going to be Lucas Jones to work along the boards with Brenneman. Brenneman comes away with it. Feeds it up to Bolus. Ohio's going to get it back. The Blue Jackets dump it in. That puck's going to be played by Squish. Out of Caruso. And the Blue Jackets will come away with it. The Jackets carry it up all along the wall. But now it's going to be Brenneman. On the puck here, boys. Chappell flips it high into the atmosphere. We're going to see this Carlson unit go back to work. They've been buzzing here in the first period. It's the lone goal scored by Jimmy Halliday. You can see these boys have I would say, a different gear in this game so far. Now Carlson just flying on that back check. Carlson's going to get the puck. He's going to skate in. Curls back. Carlson goes cross point. What a read. Back there to Bros. Bros dumps it down low, and it's going to be the OG. The OG and Carlson going to take turns down low. Carlson back to Golnack. Golnack cycles up the boards. He's going to go back to Carlson once again. Carlson over to Bros. Bros winds up. That puck's going to go high off the glove. And Carlson almost with another chance. Penguins just absolutely buzzing in the Ohio zone. Now it's going to be Edmonds who carries the bit of the Penguins zone. A little toe drag into the middle. Just barely loses it. Edmonds is going to get that puck back. Rocco Edmonds, the strong Ohio Blue Jackets winger. Great chance there into the Penguin zone. Now it's going to be Golnack. Golnack gets it to center ice, dump a change, and now we're going to see 5 fresh bodies for the Penguins. Pelly now carries the puck with speed behind his own net. Comes up into the neutral zone. Pelly into the blue line. Shoots it hard. Rebound, and it's going to be Flume. Flume with a shot on goal, but that puck, they're going to say the net's off the moorings. Pelly carrying the puck up into the zone with speed. Shoots it low, and that rebound bounced right over to Flume, who with a great chance almost gets his first of the day. Faceoff now goes back behind the Columbus net. We're going to work on that breakout. And the Squish Tender is going to dive out of the crease, glove that puck. Now we're going to get a faceoff in the Penguin zone. Hearing that our feed is blurry again. I'm not quite sure why that would be, but we're hoping that the internet cooperates here. It's another puck in on Squish. 3:39 to go in the first period. The unofficial shot clock, the Commodores' unofficial shot clock, we're going to say 6 for the Penguins. We're going to say 4 for the Blue Jackets. We got the Cannolis' dad, Larry Calabrese, working the camera today. He agrees with me on that estimate. Chapo with the pens up to Bolas. Bolas going to look ahead to Brenneman. Brenneman in with speed again. He's hit. That's the second time Brenneman taken down hard right in front of the camera. Some rowdy fans here in the stands. Now it's going to be Lucas Jones with speed. We're going to bring the puck up. The big body, number 18, Lucas Jones, going to throw it up to Bolas. Brenneman back to Chappell. Now it's going to go for Jones. Jones is going to go in hard on the forecheck, but that puck going to go for an icing, and we're going to see another line change here with 2:48 to go. 2:48 to go in the period. Carlson on to take the draw. Carlson up to Golnack. Golnack's going to get the center ice with speed. He's going to chip that puck in and then go in on the forecheck. Here comes the Ohio Blue Jackets back into the Penguin zone. It's going to be Edmonds. Edmonds it through the legs of Foster. Almost gets to that puck and puts it in the cage, but Squish there to close the door. Nice pass by Carlson up to Golnack. Golnack now gets the center ice. Looking. Surveys the scene. Golnack throws it on that hard. Now we're going to see some fresh players come out of the ice. They're going to call too many men. Penguins going to be caught with their hand in the cookie jar. Ryan Schweitzer going into the box, serving the bench liner. Too many men on the ice. Coach for me can't be thrilled about that one. Well, the Penguins with 1:50 left in the first period. Penguins are going to be playing on the penalty kill. Face-off one back by the Blue Jackets. It's going to be Pearsall and Flume up front on this penalty kill. Pelly and Track on the back end. Well, it's blurry, folks. I'm going to try to announce here with precise detail. You can just close your eyes, turn off the video, and just listen to the sound of my voice. As the Penguins looking to kill this penalty off, it's going to be Flume out to pressure the point. Denny, though, rips it on net, and he shoots and scores. Number 8, Denny for the Blue Jackets, and this game is not an at-one. The Blue Jackets getting control of that puck at the left point. Denny takes a few strides in, and from the top of the circle, rips one low. I think it went through the legs of the Squish Tender. And Coach Verbeek looks none too pleased behind the bench there. Puck's now going to be played into the Penguin zone. The Grain shoots it low. Squish knocks it aside, and now it's going to be Chappell crawling the puck behind the net. Chappell cutting back. He's looking up to the boards, and Bolas is there. He's going to chip it up to Brenneman. Brenneman with an unbelievable pass up to Jones. Jones is going to get it. Jones looking around, looking around. Jones dangling through multiple players at the top of the zone. Now it's going to be Baxendale for the Blue Jackets, dumping it in, and Ohio's going to get a fresh change of bodies. Caruso with the puck, coming up the far boards. He's going to feather that puck, and Quinn Mitchell, the defender for Ohio, keeps it in. Now it's going to come back to center ice. Brenneman, second star of the game this morning, up on the forecheck. Brenneman, a factor here is he's been boarded a few times in this game. Zach Brenneman gets that puck to center ice, and there you see him right in your living room. Zach Brenneman coming shoulder to shoulder with the Ohio player. 15 seconds left in the first period. Ohio's going to take that puck into the zone. And with 5 seconds to go, Mason comes in, puts a quick one on net, and Squish. Squish is going to cover it. Nice quick leg save there from the Squish tender. Ohio with 0.2 seconds to go. They're going to pull the goalie here. They're going to go with 6-on-5. Davis going to just try to shoot that puck on net, I'm guessing. And that's going to be the end of period number one. We're going to experiment with some things here in the intermission, folks. Is that not good?
Help with the feed. It's not going to help if I stay or not. I mean, it's blurry no matter what.
Getting live updates from home here. Seeing if the feed is any better. The internet in this building is not so good. All right, Penguins are going to come back out for period number two. We made a few internet adjustments. Have no idea if they will help here, but we're going to try our best. Carlson on the take the draw. Flags by Golnack and Halliday. Pelly and Linden track on the back end. It's going to come back the track and up to Pelly. Puck's going to go into the offensive zone as Dr. Flume says hello. Now it's going to be Columbus. Carries it in wide. Linden track with a great gap there on D. Back up to the point. The OG makes the pressure. Now the Blue Jackets are going to try to cycle that puck down low. They do. The Blue Jackets now going deep for the bank pass behind the net. Now it's going to come up to the point. The Blue Jackets pressure to the point. Halliday almost off to the races. But Edmonds is going to keep that puck and he's going to throw it in. That's Pelly with a fancy maneuver in front of his own cage there to dump that puck out of trouble. Penguins trying to get possession here. Is this Carlson, Golnack, Halliday line razor sharp in the first. Penguins trying to get the puck out of their zone here. It's going to be Carlson. Gets possession, chips it up to Golnack. Golnack's going to try to get that puck in deep. And the Blue Jackets now getting some fresh bodies out. That puck's going to go in offsides. And now you're going to see some fresh players here for both teams. Neutral zone face-off here for the Penguins. You're going to see Pearsall, Schweitzer, Bloom up front, David Chappell, and Dom Caruso. Part-time winger this morning. Dom Caruso on the ice for the defenseman. Puck play along the near boards, and that is once again going to go offsides. Doing the best we can here with the internet that we have, folks. No, the feed is not as crystal clear as we'd like it. Penguins try to win that face-off back. Schweitzer's going to get it. Squish makes the save. Picked up by Chappie. He goes high off the boards, and now you're going to see the puck play back into the Blue Jacket zone. It's going to be Schweitzer and Pearsall on the forecheck. Schweitzer looks to send it in deep, and now Flume's going to go in on the puck. Puck played up to Baxendale along the far boards. Chappell reaching out. Physical play there by Chappell, able to defend without taking a penalty. And now here we go. Here comes Schweitzer. Schweitzer looking across, trying to get that puck out. Played along the near board with Easton Riker, sending it far across to McGrain. He's going to get that puck and dump it in. The Penguins just a little bit disjointed thus far in the first period. Second period, excuse me. Puck played now in behind their own net. Just passes are just a little bit off. And now the Penguins are going to draw a penalty. Both refs' arms go up, and it looks like it's going to be a roughing penalty as Pearsall take it into the boards from behind hard. And the Penguins are now going to jump back onto the power play. The Blue Jackets coach just giving it to his player there. Holy moly. Not happy with that offensive zone penalty there. The Blue Jackets coach. Now on the power play, you're going to see up front Brenneman, Jones, Bolus. On the back end, Foster and Bros. The Brodozer. Play back to Foster. Foster over to Bros. Bros collects the puck. He's going to go down, gives it to Jones, and puck's going to go just off his stick. So Jones able to track it down and try to get possession back. Bolus with the puck now. Bolus looking, going back to the point, back to Foster. Foster takes a step in, takes a shot on that, and that's going to go in. That's going to go in. Not sure if it was touched. We'll see who goes to the bench first as part of the celebration. Looks like Tyler Bolus might have got a puck on it, might have got a stick on it. Tyler Bolus picking up where he left off with his prior line, putting the puck in the net. That puck was shot on that hard by Danny Foster, and Tyler Bolus getting a stick on it. And the Penguins now making the Blue Jackets pay for that penalty. Blue Jackets now going to trail by one. Penguins win the puck back into their own zone. Playing catch, the D defensemen do. Now it's going to go up to Bolus. Bolus plays the puck on sides. Now Easton Riker plays it back behind the zone net. Ohio trying to get the puck out as the Penguins forecheck goes to work. Rose gets it along the near board, sends it in deep. And the Penguins now going to work on this forecheck, but it's going to be Ohio that gets it out. The Ohio player does not get the puck to center ice, and that's going to go for an icing. The Ohio player got the puck maybe about 5 feet short of the red line, dumped it in, and now the faceoff's going to come back into the Ohio zone. On the ice here, we have Golnack, Carlson, Halliday. Coach Rabi calls Halliday, Carlson, and Golnack over, giving them a set play to run off this faceoff. We'll see. Track and Pelly on defense. Carlson plays the puck back. Halliday looking for number 2, almost gets it. So now the Blue Jackets get the puck, and now they're going to charge through center ice. The Blue Jackets, that's Denny, the goal scorer, off the head of the squish tender. Some would say he was using his head there. Squish jumps up into the air and able to head that puck into the netting. And the Blue Jackets coach, once again, being very vocal on his bench. I think demanding a better effort from his players here in Game 2 today. Lots of traffic in the bleachers today, as you see. Now Carlson's going to play it up to Halliday on the breakout. Halliday gives it to Golnack. Golnack takes the puck wide, looking. I bet you he's going to look back to Carlson. Does. The puck's deflected. Now Carlson plays it over to Golnack. Back to Carlson. They play catch. And Golnack tries to collapse on that puck, but here we go. Here comes Mason, number 23 for the Blue Jackets. Going to take the puck in 1-3. Dumps the puck wide. Now it's going to be Golnack. Golnack looks up to Carlson. Carlson streaking down the right-hand board. Carlson back to Halliday. A very different game than we saw this morning. As the Penguins in an even back-and-forth contest here with Ohio. Puck's going to be played up to Schweitzer. Schweitzer now looking, trying to get it to Carlson. Doesn't. And now we're going to play the puck back into the Penguin zone. Puck's played wide. Now it's going to go over to Schweitzer. Penguins trying to get that puck on a clean breakout here. Play to Chappell. Chappell's going to play it over to Flume. Flume tried to chip it off the boards to Pearsall, but the defender gets a piece of it. And now here we are into the bench of the Blue Jackets team, and that faceoff will be inside the Penguin zone. I'm being told we should try to zoom out if we can when that goes away. Puck going to be played along the new board. It's Schweitzer as they battle. Puck going to move over. It's going to be Pearsall to make the pressure, and now Chappell flips it up. Not looking to make a pass there. More just trying to flip it to center ice, but the Blue Jackets pick it off, and now that's going to be a goal. The Penguins with a sloppy turnover in their own zone. A sloppy turnover, and that puck is in the back of the net. 2-2 here as the Blue Jackets clearly looking to have a very different game than they did this morning. Coach Revay talking to the boys on the bench, trying to coach them up. Ultimately, that's what you want to see from your coach. Talking, trying to make those improvements as the Penguins now play it into the offensive zone. It's going to be Bolus. He looks back to the point. Bolus to Bros. Bros throws it on net. That's going to go through traffic. It's going to be knocked aside, but it's going to come back to Bros. Bros, what a shot there, right? Right on net to the blocker. Penguins now, this line again building pressure. Bolus, Jones. Jones with a shot from the corner. Now it's going to be Brenneman on the forecheck. And Bros probably the third or fourth time on this shift, but Bros is going to send it in deep. Lucas Jones and Bolus team up down low. Blue Jackets desperate to get that puck out of their zone. I'm not sure what the call is. Hand pass. No. They're going to say it went off a Penguins player on the bench. I'm not sure what the call was. Sounds like our camera is clear again. Thank you, Larry. The cannoli, the senior cannoli, making things happen here. Edmonds plays the puck up the center ice, but it's going to be Pelly who comes away with it. Pelly over to Track. Track looks up, and it's going to be Gonak who sends it in hard behind the cage of the Ohio netminder. Halliday in hard of the forecheck. Halliday now throws it back to Track. The puck's going to come up, and it's going to be Pelly. Pelly, the talented skater on the back end for the Penguins. That puck's going to go in. We're going to call a high stick on the puck there. Looked like a high stick to me. The Penguins are arguing the call, but it looked like a high stick to me. Faceoff's going to come down into the Penguin zone. Internet here is crappy, folks. Sorry for the video quality. I think the picture is probably a little easier to see here to the right of your screen. But Penguins looking to get the puck out, and it's going to beautiful pass up by Golnak to Halliday. Halliday, power move in. Into the corner. Halliday looking to throw it in front. Does. Bounces off a defender of Columbus. They're going to pass that puck out, but it's going to be Pelly who comes away with it. Pelly dips the shoulder. It's going to be a fancy move around his own teammate there. Pelly takes the puck out in behind the net. Going to cut back, and it's going to be thrown to Halliday. Halliday dangles in front. Oh, my goodness. What a play there by the Penguins. That's going to be McGrain for Ohio. Throws it on net. Squish is going to deflect into the corner. And now the Penguins are going to go to the penalty box. It was Pelly, I believe they're going to call for a slash. Cameron Pelly with a physical play in the corner, and the refs say it was too physical, I suppose. Out to kill this penalty, it's going to be Caruso, Chappell, Schweitzer, and Pearsall. The foursome here for the Penguins. Game tied at 2. This is the Blue Jackets' opportunity to jump out for their first lead of the weekend here. Going to be played back to the point. It's going to be Pearsall with the pressure. Played down into the corner. It's going to be Chappie now. Chappie wrists that puck high off the glass. That puck's going to roll all the way down. Pearsall in hot pursuit. And the Penguins now, tough forecheck, keeping the Blue Jackets pinned deep in their own zone. Now it's going to be Schweitzer looking to knife the player to the side here. Now the Penguins looking to get that puck in deep, but it's going to be Ohio that throws it towards the net. Puck played back to the point now. D to D goes to Reichert. Looking for a one-timer there. That was Mason on a shot. Puck played back. It's going to be Denny. The first goal scorer here for the Blue Jackets. That's going to be shot on net. Penguins just struggling to get to their game here in this evening contest. And now it's going to be Brenneman and Flume on the ice. Rose and Foster on the back end. Puck played back by the Blue Jackets. Hard to see with some of the traffic here in front. It's going to be played back by Edmonds. Edmonds with a hard shot on goal. Edmonds dumps that puck in deep. Now it's going to be Flume. Flume with speed comes through the neutral zone. D'Angelo Flume over to Brenneman. Brenneman looks to go back to Flume. So Ohio strips him of the puck, but it's going to be Flume who comes away with it. D'Angelo Flume waiting patiently. Flume flips it in. Ohio puck. They're going to come back to center ice, so now it's going to be 5-on-5 with Jones behind the defense. Jones looking up the ice. And that one, no, it's not going to go for an icing. Flume's going to change. Flume's off the ice now, and now it's going to be Brenneman, Bolus, and Jones on the ice. Brenneman plays the puck down low to Lucas. Lucas Jones spins off a defender, looks at the point. It's going to be Brose. He rips that puck wide. Oh, what a great play by Brose to put that puck just low enough to get a stick on it. Now Lucas Jones is going to send it back to the point. Now back down low. Penguins getting to that high-low game. I'd say the Carlson line was the best line in the first period, but I'd say it's this Brenneman line that's carried the play for the Penguins here in the second. Edmonds with a fancy move around the Penguins defenseman. And now Brose. Brose clearly in some discomfort. Looks like that puck got him up around the hands. He bends down to get the puck and trying to see where it is that it hit him. Maybe up in the neck or collar area. We'll keep an eye on that, folks. But on we go. That's going to be played up by Halliday. Now it's going to be Carlson and Golnack on a 2-on-1. Carlson across the blue line. Going to look to Golnack. That puck just knocks away by the defender. And it's going to be Golnack now. Plays it down low to Carlson. Golnack over to Halliday. Boy, this line is really buzzing here. Baxendale with a shoulder. And they're going to call that one an interference play. 71 Baxendale unhappy with that call. But a physical play by Ohio. Now they're going to be shorthanded. Looks like the trainer now for the rink is over on the Penguins bench attending to Rowan Brose. Still having a hard time figuring out what they're looking at. The trainer talked to him for a minute. Now it looks like he steps away. We'll keep an eye on that. Penguins now on the power play. Pelly with the puck at center point. Pelly throws it on net. It's going to be Golnack. One shot, two shot. Knocked aside, and now it comes back to Carlson. Carlson surveys the scene. Carlson looks at the point, goes over to Pelly. Pelly steps in, looking. Throws it on net. That puck's going to be blocked, and now it's going to be Denny for Ohio. Throws the puck deep into the Penguin zone. Pelly back to get it. All right, Penguins looking to execute that new power play breakout. It's going to be Carlson who gets it behind his own net. Carlson back to Pelly. Pelly brings the puck up to center ice, into the zone, gains the zone, distributes. What a play over to Golnack. Golnack goes down to Carlson. Carlson looks up to center point. Pelly looking, throws it on net, just wide. It's going to be Golnack who gets it behind the net, spins over to Carlson, shoots. Just knocked aside. Now it's going to be Golnack again. My goodness, Golnack is absolutely buzzing here in this game. Holy smokes. Golnack, Carlson, and Halliday just getting chance after chance on that shift. And that puck is going to go for an icing. A strong power play there for the Penguins. Still 17 seconds left on the Baxendale minor. The Penguins controlling the play with 5 or 6 quality shots on that power play. Puck's going to be played in to the right of the squish tender. Pearsall, Flume, and Schweitzer up front. Caruso and Chappell on the back end. Penguins trying to get possession of that puck. And the Blue Jackets come away with it. They're played over by Pearsall. Pearsall drops it to Flume. Flume surveys the scene, dangles around, and now it's going to be played up to Pearsall. That puck's going to go back into the defensive zone here. Chappell going to try to reload. Chappell bumps it over to Caruso. Caruso looking, bumps it up, and now it's going to come to center ice. Penguins just can't seem to get much going. This line, I think, is the one that hasn't seen much click yet. We'll see if that continues, but it's going to come up to Flume. Flume across the blue line. Flume flips it over to Pearsall. Pearsall loses possession. Pearsall on a mini breakaway, and that's sort of the tail of the tape for this line so far. The Pearsall, Flume, Schweitzer line now buzzing in the offensive zone. Going to come back to center ice to Caruso. Caruso or Chappell. Boy, a prime chance there for the Penguins as Pearsall loses possession. But it's going to be Flume with a chance in front. Flume's going to survey. Flume looks cross point to Jones. Jones rips it on that. It's going to be taken high from the goalie of Ohio. Put on that again, and now it's going to be Caruso who's going to crash down and try to keep it in. But the Blue Jackets will get there first. Puck played in deep now. Behind the Penguins' net, it's going to be Caruso. Caruso rims it around the boards. Who's going to get there first? It's Brenneman. Brenneman chips it up off the back of Bolus. Now it's going to be Baxendale who looks to bring that puck in. A physical play. They're going to call Brenneman on that? Yeah, they're going to call Brenneman. I'm not sure what they're going to call. They're going to call a trip on number 17, Zach Brenneman. .153 to go here in the second, folks. Score tied 2-2. That's 1:53 left of the second. A very different game than we saw here in the first earlier today. These two teams playing even at 2. Now it's going to be the Penguins shorthander. Jones and Bolus out to kill this penalty up front. Rosenfoster in the back end, and that's going to go on that. And it's going to be Baxendale who tips that puck into the net. And now it'll be your Penguins playing from behind. That's Baxendale with the power play tally. Now the Blue Jackets here with a 3-2 lead here to start or to end the second period. Almost over 1:43 now to go in the second. Now it's going to be your Penguins playing from behind. If there's one thing we saw in the first game today, it's that the Penguins can score in bunches. And we're going to need to see that here. Down the stretch. Puck played by Jack off the face-off. Looking for a teammate there. And it's going to be played up to center ice. Now the Blue Jackets with the momentum. Ohio takes the puck into the zone. And that's going to be played up to center ice. It's going to be Carlson and Golnack. Carlson takes the puck wide. He looks pass off pad. Golnack tries to corral it. But it's going to be played back now into the neutral zone. Jack now looks up to Carlson. Carlson has an extra jump in his step here today, clearly. Jack Carlson leading the way with his forecheck. Carlson and Halliday collapsing down low. And who's going to come away with it? It's going to be the Blue Jackets. Quinn Mitchell looking up. Nice outlet pass. And Pelly breaking up what would have been a breakaway there. Nice stick for the Penguins. Cam Pelly. That's going to be played in, and now the Blue Jackets are going to get 5 fresh bodies out on the ice. Puck played up to Pearsall. Pearsall's going to dump that puck in. He's going to try to go get it, but it's going to be played back to center ice. Linden Track buying time to keep that play on sides. Right here in your kitchen, ladies and gentlemen. Schweitzer goes D to D. Now it's going to be Pelly who plays the puck into the zone. Kelly shoots the puck on net, and it's going to be Pearsall almost with the shot on net. With the goalie there to make that big glove, lead pad save. Flume now surrounds the puck. Flume along the boards, looking. D'Angelo Flume surveys, looks to Chappell. Chappell's going to look. And he's just going to throw it on net. That's going to be played off the glove of Ohio. And the Penguins going to try to get possession back after Chappell throws it on net. And that's the end of two, folks. That's the end of the second period. The Penguins and the Blue Jackets are going to go into the third period with the Penguins trailing by one. Boy, a very different game here than the first game this morning. As the Penguins are going to have to come from behind. You see Drew Carlson there, the mayor of Pittsburgh, walking by to say hello. All right, here comes Dr. Flume. I'm sure he'll say hello, and he does. Dr. Flume. Any words of wisdom? No words of wisdom.
No words needed.
No words needed. No. Coach Verbeek pulls the boys together, and now the Penguins going to start this third period trailing by one. And if they're going to get back into this game, they're going to need to get back to that forecheck, get back to that grinding, wear you down style. And you really saw the Blue Jackets kind of take it to the Penguins there in the second period. So we're going to put 15 minutes on the clock, and we're going to settle this one in period number 3. It's going to be Pearsall. Going to pick that puck back. And Ohio trying to send the puck into the Penguin zone. They do. It's going to be Chappie looking up. Now it's going to go to Flume. Flume and Pearsall crisscross into the zone. Can't quite get it cleanly. It's going to be Schweitzer who throws it on net. Schweitzer in on the forecheck. Now it's going to be Pearsall in pursuit. And the Blue Jackets now looking to get that puck out of their zone, and they do. Up to Baxendale. Baxendale and Chappie come together. Two big bodies. Chappie just throws that puck. And the Penguins are going to be in pursuit. It's going to be Pearsall. Pearsall's going to step in. Pearsall looks to throw that puck. And he does! I have no idea how he did. But it's going to be Braden Pearsall in pursuit. Takes a shot. The rebound comes to him. And I believe from his knees was able to put that puck in the far side. And 40 seconds into the third period, Penguins knotted up at 3. Brenneman line now on the ice for the Penguins. Going to be played up by Foster. Now Foster's going to go in back behind his own net to get this puck. Foster and Bros. Bros to Foster, Foster to Bros, and out they come. One-touch pass by Bullis, though, picked off. And well, you might see a hook there, but no, we play on. It's going to be Jones now. Jones, he tries to get around the defender. And someone's going to get a penalty there. It looks like it's going to be Columbus. Penguins going to head to the power play there. Very difficult to see in that angle. I'm sure everybody can appreciate that. Looking through the camera here. We're looking through bodies. We're looking through panes of glass, pink water bottles, everything. Now the Penguins looking to get that go-ahead goal. It's going to be Carlson, Halliday, and Golnack up front. Foster and Bros on the back end. It's going to be Halliday. Halliday throws the puck off the side of the net. Quick chance right off that faceoff, and it's going to be Carlson who comes away with it. Carlson throws the puck back to the defense. It's going to be Foster. Foster looking D-to-D, curls back, and he goes to Foster. What a play there by Danny. Foster over to Golnack. Back to Carlson. Boy, oh boy. Some nice give-and-go action there with Golnack and with Carlson. Back up to Foster. Foster down the boards. He looks to Carlson. Halliday taken down in front of the net. It's going to be Carlson who comes away with it. Carlson looking, shooting off the blocker of the Columbus netminder. Penguins, though, keeping that puck alive. Another play by Foster there at the point. My goodness. Foster just dancing at the point. That puck goes for an icing, and now with 13:01 to go in the third period, Penguins still with a 42-second man advantage. Again, that's 13 seconds and 1 second in the third period. Penguins are going to deploy Flume, Pearsall, Schweitzer up front, Pelly, and Track on the back end. Face off back, Schweitzer goes to Track. Track looks to Pelly. Pelly goes on net. Oh, save made, rebound pops out, and it's going to be Track who gets it. Track and Schweitzer. Play catch down low. The mathematician looking to get possession. Going to go Schweitzer, looking. Going to go back behind the net. It's going to come to Pearsall. Pearsall back to Pelly. Pelly looking on net. Going to go back down the boards to Pearsall. Pearsall goes to Flume. Flume loses control, but it goes back to Pearsall. Pearsall now. Back to Flume. Flume with the puck. He's going to look at Pelly. Going to go to Pelly. Pelly throws that puck on net, and it's going to be deflected. Boy, nice block there for the Ohio Blue Jackets. Now it's going to be Pelly. He storms into the offensive zone. Cameron Pelly looking, takes the puck in behind the opposing net. Pelly now circles to the top of the zone. Pelly loses possession of that puck. It's going to be played back to center ice. Now here goes Pearsall. Schweitzer into the forecheck. Now it's McGrain. McGrain looking to center ice. Going to come to Schweitzer now. Schweitzer looking up. Going to get it to Pearsall. Pearsall going to cut into center ice. He's trying to get by the guy, but Ohio able to steal that puck and now go back into the Penguin zone. Almost offside. The Gates curls down the left side. Makes a dangle in front and Squish. Squish able to get a glove on that puck. 11:40 to go now. 11:40 in the third period. Score tied at 3. Unofficial shot clock now. We're going to say it's 22 for the Penguins, and it's going to be 20 for the Blue Jackets. The Blue Jackets with a strong push back here in that second period. Definitely carried much of the play. The Penguins are going to bring that puck up to center right. It's going to be Brenneman. Brenneman across the blue line. Takes the puck wide, drops into Bolus. What a look by Brenneman there. Brenneman plays catch in his own zone, and now comes to Edmonds. Edmonds for Ohio. Looks into the middle. What a play there by Caruso. Caruso with a great play, and here we go. Brenneman carries the puck up the right wing boards with Denny in pursuit on the back check. He's taken down. No penalty called. I can tell you the parents wanted a penalty, but we play on. Edmonds now carries the mail into the Penguin zone, looking off the shin pad of David Chappell. And now Columbus takes the puck in deep. Columbus now getting some fresh bodies out. Great play if you're a Columbus fan. They're keeping the puck in deep and getting fresh bodies out. Trying to wear the Penguins in, but here comes Lucas Jones, the big winger for the Penguins. Lucas Jones carries that puck in, keeps possession, leans in to the Columbus defender. Lucas Jones still has possession. He looks in front, tries to find Carlson, but it bounces back to Burrows. Burrows now off Carlson. Looks like it put Carlson up high. Burrows, another solid play there. Burrows making so many nice reads here in this game. Holy moly. Now it's going to be Foster who gets that puck in. Puck goes up to Carlson. Carlson hounded from behind. He's going to look back to Halliday. But that puck's going to avoid Halliday. The Blue Jackets try to get that puck in. And a miscommunication there as Bros now without a puck, without a stick. Bros keeps the puck alive, and now it's going to be Carlson. Carlson and Halliday. Carlson slides it across. Oh, and Halliday can't quite get a shot on net there. What a play there by Carlson to freeze that defender. Slip it right over to Halliday. Puck played on net. It's going to be, they're going to say the ref lost sight of the puck. The ref lost sight of the puck, and now it's going to be a new twig, by the way, for Bros. I see that Bros broke his stick, handed a fresh stick by one of his coaches. The Penguins. With an offensive zone chance here, it's going to be Pearsall, Flume, and Schweitzer up front with Pelly and Track on D. Doing the best we can to give you the sights and sounds here with our terrible, terrible internet connection. 9:33 to go here in the third, and the puck is dropped. The Penguins Going to keep that puck in deep. Puck's going to go in. It's going to be Flume. Sandwiched into the boards by two bodies. Flume and Pierce will go to work on the forecheck. Who comes out with it? And it's going to be the Ohio Blue Jackets that come away with the puck. Puck played up to Baxendale. Baxendale now throws it in deep, and it's going to be Track. Lyndon Track plays it back behind his net. Going to come to Pelly. Pelly now going to go back behind his net to Track. He's going to chip it over to Schweitzer. Now Schweitzer needs to look up, and he had Flume behind the defense. Flume was open. The Penguins just on this breakout can't get anything going. Save made and squished with a second save. Baxendale trying to bury a second chance of the game, and number one, Squishy Evans, with an unbelievable save, making the original save and then the rebound as the Penguins lucky to escape without any harm on that play. Puck's going to be won back by the Blue Jackets. Now in behind the Penguin zone. The Blue Jackets survey the scene. Chapel in on defense. Chappie, Bolus, and Brenneman coming together behind the Penguins net. It's going to be Brenneman who comes away with the puck. Brenneman with his head up as always. Looks and finds Jones. Jones now taken down hard along the boards. Jones looking for a penalty, not going to get one. Now Caruso with 8:14 to go in the third period. Caruso's going to play that puck off the boards. It's going to come to Bolus with a nice one-touch pass to Brenneman. Brenneman up to Jones, and now Jones down the left wing boards. Jones taking in hard into the boards, and it's going to be Brenneman who fights for that puck. And now here comes Denny for the Blue Jackets. Denny, number 8 for the Blue Jackets, comes across center ice. He's going to try to dangle in, and what a play by Foster. Foster with an incredible play. Foster just with another defensive stop as the Penguins lucky to escape there. That combination of Foster and Bros having an absolutely stellar performance here this evening. Now the Penguins out with Carlson, Halliday, and Golnak up front, and we're going to keep Bros and Foster on the back end. 7:36 to play here in the third period. Score tied at 3. Puck one back. Halliday tries to poke it out of his own, but it's going to come back now to Bros in his own zone. Bros plays it in deep. It's going to come up to Foster. Bros and Foster just with an absolutely dynamic game here this afternoon. Halliday taking harder to the boards. They're going to say that's a strong angle. There's some hollering here in the stands as the Blue Jackets are going to get that puck back. And that's going to roll all the way down, and they're going to say no ice. Foster has to get that puck, and it's going to be Baxendale in pursuit. Foster with a beautiful play to spin off him. Now he's going to go back to his D partner. That's what I'm talking about here, folks. This play of Foster and Bros just setting the table on the back end for the Penguins. It's going to be Carlson who comes away with the puck. Carlson looking. He's going to cycle back to Golnak. Golnak spins off, and he's going to look. Golnak so quick with that puck. Back to Carlson. Back to Track. You see this puck movement of the Penguins. Really impressive here. Carlson back to Track. Track throws it on that. That's going to be gloved, but knocked aside here. Now it's going to be Halliday and Golnak. Golnak come together, and you can see everybody standing up. The Penguins are going to go to the box here as a Columbus player is down. And a tough play. Looks like it's going to be Golnak who's going to go to the box. Golnak might be his first penalty of the year. Owen Golnak did not spend too much time in the sin bin, but he made a physical play. Coach Verbeek actually walking over to the penalty box to talk to Owen Golnak. They're going to say it's a rough. I think it's a rough. And now on this penalty kill with 6:26 to play, Penguins playing a man down. It's going to be Schweitzer and Pearsall up front with Kelly and Track as the defensive pair. Schweitzer looking to win that draw back, but it's going to be Columbus who comes away with it. Columbus now going to be pressured by Pearsall. That's Caldwell at the point. Caldwell goes to Reinhart, who tips it towards the net. And now Denny's going to come across. Denny with the puck is going to go far side. Caldwell Looking. Caldwell now, the defender for Ohio, looking back behind the net. It's going to come to Reichert. Reichert over to Denny at the near point. Now it's going to be Caldwell going to throw that puck wide, and Rocco Edmonds coming away with the puck. Rocco, strong play. Now Easton Reichert. Schweitzer on the chase. And now Pearsall getting a stick on it. It's going to be Denny. Penguins trying to get possession. Easton Reichert now looking. Pearsall on the pressure. Now it's going to be Denny. Throws that puck wide, and it's going to be gloved by Squish. That puck dies, and that was ticketed for the top right corner. But Squish, razor sharp, lunges to his left, flashes the leather. What a great save by Squish. Now there's going to be 44 seconds left in this kill. 5:40 to go in the third period. The puck's going to be played back out to the point here. It's going to be Reichert still on the ice for Ohio. Pressure now at the point by Flume. Flume on the pressure. It's going to come back to Easton Reichert, number 17 for Ohio. Looking. He's going to go on the right wing boards. And the puck. Oh, boy, what a save by Squish. Redevin able to get a stick on that pass, but it made its way through. And Squish sliding across, making a dynamic play. Absolutely dynamic play there. Squish keeping this game knotted at 3. Coach Verbeek pulling off that PK unit. Now it's going to be Jones and Bolas out to kill this penalty. Chappie and Caruso on the backside. Jones now out to the point of pressure. It's going to be Quinn Mitchell. Back to Baxendale. Baxendale steps into the middle. It's going to be Lucas comes over. Lucas Jones coming across the blue line with speed. Lucas Jones walks in, makes a little move, and he shoots and scores. Lucas Jones. A sick goal. Terrible celebration. As he might have separated his shoulders there by jumping into the glass. Oh my goodness. Lucas Jones. You can't make this up, folks. Lucas Jones breaks that puck up, uses that size and speed, knifes into the offensive zone on a breakaway, goes to the backhand, and boy, oh boy, that was a big goal there. Lucas throws his body into the boards on that celebration, and that's going to do it for that penalty, folks. The Penguins with another shorthanded goal. 4:47 to play now. It's going to be Foster back with the puck behind his own net. And now it's going to be Golnack who plays it up to the point of the Blue Jackets. They send it in deep. It's going to be Bros. Boy, Bros and Foster. What a nice play behind their own net to break that puck out. It's going to be Halliday now trying to get that puck to center ice, but it's going to be Gates now. Gates trying to get that puck into the Penguin zone. Boy, swarming. Both teams swarming that puck in the neutral zone. It's going to be shot on net there by Ohio, but it's going to be knocked aside by, you guessed it, Danny Foster. Now Carlson on the breakout. Carlson goes wide to Halliday. Halliday gets the puck to center ice. He's going to dump it in deep. Now the Penguins are going to get some fresh bodies out on the ice. Carlson in on that forecheck. Now it's going to be Flume who plays that puck into center ice. They're going to call that an icing, and they are, yes. I think Pelly looking to go to Carlson there. Carlson looking for a line change. Oh, I know Carolyn Carlson is watching at home. The lovely Carolyn Carlson. No doubt happy with her son's performance here in this game. As the Penguins are going to send out Pearsall, Flume, Schweitzer, Track, and Pelly on the back end. Reichert now spins off, pressured by Pearsall and Flume at the point. Pearsall's going to come away with it. Chips it up to Flume. He goes to Schweitzer. Now Schweitzer dumps the puck in. Now it's going to be Pearsall's going to go in on the forecheck. Pearsall in deep. He's going to shovel it over to Schweitzer, looking for his 4th goal on the day. Schweitzer, lights out performance in game 1 today with the hat trick. Pearsall went on the forecheck, backhanded it to Schweitzer. He tried to one-touch that puck into the side of the net. Pearson now wins it back to Track. Track goes to Schweitzer. That puck's going to be played down. Quinn Mitchell for the Blue Jackets gets it. And Flume in pursuit. Flume and Pearsall. The tandem in the corner. Now it's going to be Pearsall comes away with it, but they're going to call Flume now with a rough. Angelo Flume, they're going to say, committed a roughing penalty. Now the Penguins, once again, with 3:16 to go in the third period. With 3:16 to go, the Penguins are going to be playing from behind. With one man down. 3:16 to go here in the third. Penguins up by a score of 4-3. Going to be shorthanded. Pearsall on to take the draw with Schweitzer up front, Chappell and Caruso on the back end. Pearsall wins that puck back to Chappell. Chappell gets it. He's taken to the boards hard by Baxendale. Well, Chappell working the puck 3-on-1 in the corner. It's going to be Columbus who comes away with it. And that puck's going to be played up the center ice. Now here comes Pearsall on the pursuit. With Schweitzer now hanging back. You can hear Coach Verbeek calling out to the players. And now it's going to be Pearsall. They're going to get him now. They're going to get Pearsall with a hook. Boy, oh boy. Pearsall and Flume, the tandem in the box. Pearsall in hard on that forecheck, but they're going to say he got his stick up into the hands. Now the Penguins, in a precarious situation, are going to send out Carlson with Chappie and Caruso on the back end to kill off this 5-on-3. There's 2:51 left. The Penguins are going to be shorthanded by two men, hopefully, for 1:05 of it. I'll play back to the near point. It's going to be Caldwell who lines up. Squish. Looking through traffic. It's going to be Carlson who plays the puck up. Carlson now. Dog from behind. Carlson's going to carry the puck in. He's going to dump it in and go after his own rebound. Carlson hanging back. Smart play there by the Penguins center. And now here comes Reichert up to Baxendale. Into the Penguins zone. 36 seconds to go on this 5-on-3, and it's going to be shot in. Squish able to keep that puck out. Holy moly. And the Penguins now dump that puck in, and they are going to say, oh boy. They're going to say that was an ice. I think that is a veteran move by that defender to take his time. Holy smokes. Coach Verbeek not thrilled with that play. 2:09 left in the third period. 24 seconds left on the 5-on-3. 49 seconds left, hopefully, on the 5-on-4. Jones out to take the face-off. Jones with Rose and Foster, no doubt. A great defensive pair for the Penguins here today. It's going to be one back to Caldwell. Caldwell back to Easton Riker at the center point. Goes over to Denny. Denny takes a step in, shooting. And that's going to be Denny's second of the day. Denny shoots the puck through traffic. The Penguins made to pay for their penalties here late. Now it's still going to be 5-on-4. Still 34 seconds to go. 34 seconds to go in the Pearsall minor. 1:54 to go in the third. Brenneman, Jones, Track, and Pelly up front. Tough play there for the Penguins. Two late penalties, and the Ohio Blue Jackets make them pay. 1:49 to go here, and 25 seconds to go in the penalty. That puck is going to be played on net, and Squish is going to come out and cover it. And they are going to call a slashing penalty now on Mason for Ohio. They're going to call a slashing penalty. Even as a Ohio fan, I struggle to see that. As a Penguins fan, I struggle to see that call. And now it's going to be a 4-on-4 play for 23 seconds. And then it's going to be the Penguins for almost the duration of this game on the power play, on the man advantage here. The refs just taking a beating now from the Blue Jackets fan base. And it's going to be Jones. Jones going to win that puck. He's going to go down for Pelly. Pelly cuts in. Pelly now cuts back. Pelly looking. Jones with the stick in the air. That's going to come down the track now. Track behind the defense. Over to Jones. Jones along the near board. It's hard to see here, folks. We're sorry for the angle. Now it's going to be Jones who comes away with it. It's going to be played back into the Penguin zone now with 1:15 to go. With 1:10 to go now. Pelly's going to take that puck behind his own net. Penguins are going to do their new power play breakout. Jones going to carry the puck up the ice, drop it back to Pelly, who's going to get to center ice. Pelly goes to the cross ice, feed to Jones. Jones winding up, fires one off the glove of the Ohio player. Now with 45 seconds to go, it's going to be Pelly. Pelly takes the puck up the ice. Landon Pelly cutting into the zone, looking. 35 seconds to play in the game. Back over to track. Over to Jones. Jones takes a step in. Jones winds up, shoots it. And they're going to say, oh boy. They're going to say the goalie has it. And Carlson taken down with a physical play there. And you're going to see a full line change. Carlson's going to be out there with Golnack and Halliday. Track and Pelly on the back end. And this is going to be a timeout now here for the Penguins. 29 seconds to play here in the third. Score tied at 4. Your Penguin goal scorers are we'll go into the van here. We can't remember all the goals the Penguins have scored here today. So we're just going to say the Penguins have scored 4. Larry Calabrese, excellent on the camera. Not the best memory, though. Folks, we'll take this minute here as we wait for the play to resume to remind everyone how thankful we all are to have Jeremy Evans doing City TV. I can tell you this play-by-play stuff is absolutely the worst. And Jeremy does it and makes it look easy. So, Jeremy, please come back sometime soon. You could stay tuned after the game here for the Commodores' 3 stars of the game. No doubt the next 30 seconds can have a big impact on how those shake out. Getting some help from the audience at home. Chappie, Pearsall, Jones, and Halliday are your Penguins goal scorers here in game 2 of the day. Puck's going to come into the offensive zone. It's going to be Carlson lining up with Denny. The Penguins try to come away with the puck, and they do. It's Golnack, back to Pelly. Pelly over to Carlson. Carlson stepping into the inside, looking, back to Pelly. Pelly lifts that shot on that. It's going to be Denny who comes away with it now. 15 seconds on the clock. 15 seconds as Pelly is going to dish the puck over to Carlson. Going to try to make something happen here with 10 seconds to play. Carlson now, 8 seconds on the clock. Back to Pelly. Pelly looking to play that puck in. 5 seconds to go. Carlson taking down. 3 seconds to go. Penguins going to try to shoot that puck on net. And that's going to do it, folks. That's going to be the end of regulation. And we're going to have to see neither bench emptying onto the ice. And now they are. They're going to say that's the end of it. No overtime. I think fans from both teams anxious to see some overtime hockey. But that's going to do it. Penguins 4, Ohio 4. Quickly, let's jump to your Commodores 3 stars in the game. For your third star for the Penguins, number 90, Jack Carlson. Just an unbelievable jump in his step today. Him and Golnack both playing out of their mind. Jack Carlson leading the way with his dynamic play. Penguins' second star of the game for the Penguins, number 88, Danny Foster. Danny making so many defensive plays, keeping the puck in the zone so many times. Just a standout game for Danny. And the Penguins' number 1 star of the game, number 10, Rowan Bros. Just an absolutely dynamic performance for Rowan. Keeping the puck in, battling through an injury, making many defensive plays, and that's going to be Rowan Bros as your number 1 star. That's going to do it for City TV.